In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to sell your art online with 0 followers. I've been a full-time artist for 3 years and built up a good following on social media. But like everyone, I started at 0, and when I quit my job, I only had 4,000 followers. To understand how to sell art with 0 followers, we first need to understand what makes people buy. And from my experience, there's 3 things that make people buy more than anything, and they are as follows. The most important thing that makes people buy, in my experience, is credibility. Having credibility means that you are who you say you are, and the simplest way to get credibility online is to have a presence online on social media. Now notice I'm not saying followers, but a presence is definitely needed. For someone to buy your artwork or to buy anything off you at all, they need to be able to trust that you are who you say you are. But how do we build credibility if we've got no followers? And how do we build credibility if we've sold no artwork before? Simply posting your artwork consistently for even 3 months online, that will allow people to go to your page and see exactly what it is that you're doing. And even if those people don't follow you initially, what they're going to see is that you're committed to what you are doing. It almost acts like an online portfolio or an online CV that people can check before they go any further. Think of it this way. No one's ever going to give you a normal job and pay you money without seeing your CV first. Use your social media pages as your CV. Now, point number 2 that makes people buy. This is a little bit more advanced, but it is social proof in terms of sales and in terms of collectors. One of the main things that drives sales on my website is that people can see that other people collect my artwork. There are so many images and videos on my social media and on my website as well that show collectors holding my artwork. Now you're probably thinking, I've sold no artwork before. How do I get social proof that people have collected my artwork before if I've never sold it? Well, that's something I'm going to give you a tip how to do at the end of this video. But simply seeing your artwork in someone else's hand is a trigger that you've sold to someone before and you've got credibility as a seller or as an artist with something that people want as well. And point number 3, what makes people buy, is having an easy and clear to understand website. Now, this is extremely underrated in not just the art world, but in the online sales world in general. There's a few simple principles that you need to know on a website. I'm going to show you my website just as an example. You need an easy way to buy. You need to show your artwork clearly and professionally. You need social proof to show that people have collected your artwork before. And once again, I'm going to show you how to do that at the end of the video. And your website needs to be easy to understand. If you have artwork for sale on your website, you need to explain in the simplest terms that this is the artwork you can buy from me. I know this sounds like really easy advice, but the amount of websites that I go to from artists and other businesses that I interact with, they don't often show their main offer or their main product on the first page of the website. Sometimes you have to click into 3 or 4 different pages on the navigation bar just to see what products are available. So having a simple and clear website is another very important way to get sales as an artist. Now notice none of these things that I've mentioned so far have anything to do with followers. Why? Because followers means nothing. If you listen to anything in this video, make sure it is that. Followers mean nothing. And let me explain why. TikTok changed social media forever. Before TikTok, you could post something and most of your followers would see it. The social media platforms would share your content with your followers first and then send it to people who may not have seen your content. But since TikTok came along, everything is about reach. Now people can post a video with 0 followers and get 1 million views on TikTok and on Instagram Reels. Now this is both a positive and a negative because it means the people that follow you don't necessarily see your content. Sometimes I post videos that might get 10,000 views and only 500 of my 50,000 followers will see that video. But as an artist, it does help in terms of getting your first sales because the videos that you post as an artist, even if you haven't got a single follower, can potentially be shown to thousands of people who don't follow you at all. So the question is, what would I do if I had 0 followers today and I had to start all over again to try and sell my artwork? Now get a piece of paper because this is the most important part of the video. We're going to go back to the 3 things that we mentioned at the start of the video. Number 1, I would build credibility. And how do I build credibility? For 6 months, I would not think about selling a single piece of artwork. And I know that's probably something you don't want to hear, but it's something that needs to be done. To build credibility and show people that you are who you say you are, you need to post for 3 to 6 months consistently about your artwork. Even if you've not got a website at that point, even if you're not even selling any artwork at that point, just build your online CV, build your online portfolio, allow people to see that you are the sports artist, or you are the music artist, or you are exactly who it says on the tin. Now, just doing this alone will probably attract some sort of audience anyway, but we don't care about followers in this scenario because the video is not about that. Now, once my credibility was built up online, I am the artist that everyone sees me as. The next thing I need to do is know, how will my art sell? Will it sell at all? Well, there's only one way to find out whether your artwork will sell or not, and here it is. Can you give that artwork away for free? Giving stuff away for free is the most effective marketing tool that you will ever come across, because it gives us so much data and so much information on how to sell going forward. Firstly, when you run a giveaway on a reel or as a TikTok video, you're going to get a certain amount of reach. If you can't give away any of your artwork at all, there's a couple of things that could be wrong. One, your artwork just isn't good enough. But if you do get people opting into your giveaway, then that means that people are interested in owning your artwork, and it costs you nothing to run a giveaway at the start. If no one enters, you don't have to send out any free artwork. And if people do enter, then you know that people are interested in your stuff. That information is so valuable. So what do we do next? There's a couple of ways we can structure the giveaway. We can ask people to cover postage costs so that all of the freebies that we send out, the cost to actually deliver that artwork to that customer is completely free for us. And that is a good sign as well, that people are willing to pay something to have your artwork in their hands. Alternatively, we can have a marketing budget of say £100, and we can send out maybe 50 free giveaways and just take the cost on the chin, because that is going to give us some valuable information going forward on how to operate. And here's the most important part about giveaways. The people that you give your art away to will have your artwork in their hands. We need to be able to ask those customers for a photograph of them holding the artwork, and that gives us number 2 on our reasons for why people buy, which is social proof. So in giving away free artwork, on the condition that people send us a photograph of them holding the artwork, it does a couple of things. 1, we know that they're interested in our type of artwork, and 2, it gives us social proof that we can put on our website and that we can put on our social media to add to our credibility online, to show everyone that 1, we're an artist, 2, we're consistently posting online, 3, we are who we say we are, and 4, we've got people interested in our products, so much so that they've collected our artwork in one way or another. If you structure your giveaways right, then people will need to go to your clear website that we said before in order to claim the free product. Once they take that product off your website, that piece of art off your website, we then have their email address. And once we have their email address, then we know we can market future deals and future offers to that email list, and it becomes a cycle of sales. We give the product away for free. We know that the person likes our artwork, otherwise they would never have entered the giveaway. We know that they're going to be happy with the artwork, because why wouldn't they be happy with the artwork? And now we have their email address to send them future offers. Since I've been a full-time artist, I've done some data analysis on my website, and I know that over 30% of people who buy off me on my website come back and buy again. And I know that the second time they buy, they spend on average £24. So if I give away 100 free prints on my website and get the customer to cover postage, I know that about 30 to 35 of those customers will spend £24 again within the next year on my website. Customer retention is so important. Having this email list is so important. Giving them free pieces of artwork away is so important, and having that credibility online is so important. Once you've got these things in place, once you've got the clear website, the credibility on your social media, and your social proof from giving everything away for free for a while, yeah, you might have spent a little bit on marketing, but you've got a lot of people who now have your artwork in their hand. You've got social proof of them holding your artwork on your website and on your social media. And you've got their email address, so you can email them offers that they just can't say no to. 80% off a print that is similar to the one they already own, of a different footballer from their favourite team, of a different singer from their favourite band. All of this information will allow you to build a sales system where you can continue to sell to the same people while still reaching out and giving free stuff away to people who don't even follow you. Try out the advice I've given you in this video, and take a look at this video as well to see more advice on selling artwork online. And if you got any value from this video at all, please like and subscribe. Have a boss day.